Hello viewers, welcome to VAP Student. Today we are going to learn about API CRUD operation using Node JS, Express and MySQL in this video. We are to test the API methods using Postman. Fiddler tool can also be used. Before going into the video, let me tell you a small but useful traffic tip. Never use umbrellas while riding in two-wheelers like this. Let's see the installation of Node.js and npm in your devices. First, we need to visit the URL given here and click on the latest download. Then, run the exe and this will enable Node.js and npm in your device. Go to your command prompt and check for the versions like this if necessary. This is the version for Node. And this is the version for npm. Create a new folder. Then go to Visual Studio Code. Open the created folder through Visual Studio Code. Now, right-click on the left pane and click on Open in Terminal. For running a program, we need dependency packages. To create the package, type npm init and click Enter key. It will ask the default questions and we need to press Enter key for all the questions. It will create package.json. Click on the package.json and we can see the details in there. Next, we need to install Express, MySQL and body parser. It will take some time for installation. After installation, those dependencies can be seen in the package.json. Now we are going to create a file called index.js, which we mentioned in the package.json. In that file, we have to import the dependencies by using a require keyword and assign it to a constant. We need to initiate it to enable Express, and we need to mention the user input format to our Express. Here I am using JSON as the input format and I assign the same to my Express. For running Express server in the browser, we need to assign a port number. Here I am using port number 3000. Now save the file with Ctrl S and type node index.js in the terminal and hit enter. Express server will now be running in the port number 3000 as per the expectation. So far, so good. Now we need to create a DB named HRMSDB in MySQL like this. After creating, right-click on HRMSDB and hit Set as Default Schema for it to activate. For connecting MySQL with our coding, we need to mention a connection string with credentials. Next, we need to create a table named Employees under HRMSDB. For that, just create a routing endpoint as createEmpTable. Now, our URL will be like this. Inside the get method, write the query for creating table. Here, response.send will show the result in the browser. Save the coding and type nodeindex.js and hit enter in terminal. Server is running. Open Chrome browser and type the URL and hit enter. You can see the success message. In MySQL, refresh the DB so that you can see the table. I have a script to insert the data into the employees table. Run the script in MySQL and you can see the data in the table. Now, we start the CRUD operation one by one in our Express server by using NodeJs coding. For that, we need to create an endpoint employees in get method. Write the select statement and pass that as a first parameter of MySQL query method. The second parameter is a callback function with two parameters. Save the coding and type nodeindex.js and hit enter in terminal. Server is running. Open Chrome browser and type the URL and hit enter. You can see the data. Response.send of close is showing all the details in the browser. In my system, I have installed JSON formatter for Chrome. This will enable us to see the formatted data. Otherwise, we will see the raw data. For retrieving a particular employee, we can use the same method with parameter as employee ID and add where condition in the query. Save the coding and type nodeindex.js and hit enter in terminal. Server is running. Open Chrome browser and type the URL and hit enter. Now we can get the result. Now we are going to try inserting the data using MySQL stored procedure. I am just copy pasting the SP script and running it. Before running, just cross check if the HRMSDB is active. Now refresh the database and you can see the store procedure employee insert update. Let's start the coding now. Create an endpoint employees in post method. The parameters are in the form of JSON in the request body content. To receive that, we need to write the line request.body and assign it to the query. Note, since multiple statements are there in the query, we need to write multiple statements is equal to true in the DB connection string. Save the coding and type nodeindex.js and hit enter in terminal. Server is running. Open Postman and type the URL and select post method. Add the body content like this and select JSON as the type. If the employee ID is equal to 0, it means that the data will get stored with the new employee ID. Now, click the send button and you can see the result. In MySQL, you can see the inserted values. For updating the data, we can use the same stored procedure. Create an endpoint employees input method. Save the coding and type node index.js and hit enter in terminal. Server is running. Open Postman and type the URL input method in another tab. Add the body content like this and select JSON as the type. If the employee ID is equal to 4, it means that the data will update automatically for that particular employee. You can see that updated data in the browser also. For deleting particular data, create an endpoint employees in delete method. Save the coding and type node index.js and hit enter in terminal. Server is running. Open Postman and type the URL in delete method in another tab. If the employee ID is equal to 4, it means that the data will delete automatically. You can see the updated data in the browser also. All the CRUD operations are completed by using Node JS Express and MySQL. You can download the coding and scripts in the mentioned GitHub link. Practice this and give your class C comment, L like, A appreciation, S share, S subscribe.